Bottoms up. What's up, guys? It is the 17th of December. Coming to you live from a motel down here in Oklahoma. Got down here 5 or 6 days ago now. Aaron and I initially came down to hunt. Aaron departed here 2 days ago, and then Mike just got into camp this morning. Haven't had a deer 30 in a while, for the simple fact that not a whole lot's been going on. We have not had any luck probably in the last month, other than Dylan killed a buck late November up in Wisconsin with a gun. I shot that one in Iowa, but that's been almost a month ago now. It's been pretty slow. We've been hunting all over the place. Mike's been down to Kansas a couple times since the last video. Ryan and Dylan are up in North Dakota as we speak. I think they just got done on their 5th day of hunting, and they'll still be up there for a few more days. But yeah, it's been tough the last month. Fortunately, we did break the ice again. 3 nights ago, I was able to harvest a really nice buck down here in Oklahoma. Give you a quick rundown on how that hunt went down. Mike and I set a bayonet blind up on, it's pretty much a wide open pasture with a lot of thick cover to the north of it. And that night was our first time in. We had three bucks that we were hoping to run into in there, and luckily we ran into one of the good ones the first time in. But he came out, scent checked a group of does, and then finally came into bow range after watching him for probably a half hour and put a good shot on him, watched him go down. And then the next night we jumped to the other side of the property and we plugged a doe. And yeah, that's pretty much what happened when Aaron was with me down here, and then Mike got down. I'll let you tell the story on what happened last night.
Yeah, I got down here yesterday, early afternoon. Originally, our plan was they were gonna hunt down here in Oklahoma, and then it was gonna be kind of up in the air as far as depending on what the cameras were showing us on our Kansas property that I've been hunting all fall, or what they've been showing us here was dependent on where I was gonna actually go when I left home. And I've made 5 trips, I think 5 or 6 down to Kansas this year, and just everything's been really hit or miss down there for us. We have some really nice bucks on the cameras, but they just haven't cooperated at all this year. So things have been looking a lot better for us in Oklahoma recently. So I decided to come down here, and we hopped right in the same blind that actually Brennen killed his buck out of 2 nights prior. And we were fortunate enough again to run into another one of the other solid bucks that we were targeting here. He came in right at last couple minutes. I had a shooting light. He kind of took his sweet time for a little bit, and made a pretty good shot on him. It was a little bit back. When I released the arrow, he actually kind of took a step forward and hit him about 2 or 3 inches further back than I wanted. Knew it was a fatal shot. We looked at it quick in the blind and just decided right then and there that it wasn't worth pressing this deer. We're gonna get out, come back here, recoup for the night, and head back into the morning. And it was probably the best decision we could have made, because he was laying about 125 yards dead from the blind when we went in this morning. It was a pretty quick track job. He definitely, judging by the blood trail, definitely the deer had to be still alive by the time when we left the blind. He bedded down, I think, 3-4 times before he finally expired. He probably made her for at least a few hours after we initially hit him, but it was just a good call for us to not go after him right away. My freezer's been pretty empty this year. I haven't had a lot of opportunities anywhere, Wisconsin or Kansas. So I decided this afternoon we went into a different spot to go just try and fill some doe tags, and was fortunate enough to harvest a doe tonight. I actually had an encounter with a pretty solid buck. Definitely a mature deer, not much score-wise, but he kind of came downwind of us. Decided then and there I was actually going to take him if he gave me a good enough shot. And I had one little hole to shoot through where he did stop, and I wasn't sure on the yardage, so I quick ranged it. And kind of just by the time I ranged him and everything, he already went through my only shooting lane. I wasn't too upset about it, but he ended up kind of just looping back around and going the other way. Seen a couple other decent bucks tonight. Nothing mature, but did get an opportunity at a doe, so my freezer is starting to fill up this year. Would like to get back down here sometime after Christmas or New Year's to see if I can punch a couple more tags. Still would like to get back to Kansas, but everything's really up in the air right now. It's just going to be dependent on what our covert cell cams are telling us where to go the next few weeks. So I guess you can kind of talk about what you got plans for the rest of the season, and
yeah, I'm gonna buy a late muzzleloader tag in Iowa. Obviously, that starts just before Christmas and runs all the way into January. So that's pretty much where my focus is gonna be, trying to punch that tag. Still got tags down here, doe tags and another buck tag. So potentially get back to Oklahoma, but that Iowa tag is definitely gonna be number one on the list. Try to get that filled and then go from there. I know a lot of the group still has tags floating around in Wisconsin. Unger's still out in North Dakota. If they don't get it done here in the next few days, they'll probably do a return trip out there. It's going to be we've got about almost a month exactly. Yeah, about a month exactly left of season. So it's going to be pretty crazy, pretty hectic running around. We got ATA show in early January, kind of right in the middle of everything. So it's going to be go, go, go for the next month. Hopefully we'll have some luck. Hopefully we can fill you guys in. And we appreciate you guys checking out Deer 30. As always, give us a thumbs up. Drop some comments down below. Let us know, are you guys still out hunting, or are you throwing it in for the year? If you are hunting, good luck. If you have any luck, let us know. Subscribe if you haven't. Really helps us out a whole deal. And hopefully we got another update for you coming up. Thanks for watching Deer 30.
If we don't hear from you here in the next week or so, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year also.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Cheers.
Don't drink and drive.